I said that was Norma Jean Baker. I have another one of these magical wood nickels for the first person that tell me. You gotta raise your hand first. Tell me the first stage name. Presidential area. Corporate state for more than one half belongs to the U.S. Navy.
Estamos fazendo tour por San Diego.
Because of the growth of lumber here in San Diego, the common practice in the 1800s to purchase a house already constructed on the other side of the Bay of San Diego and then ship it by barge over here in Coronado. It was certainly a lot less difficult to do that than it was to find a forest somewhere in Bellatrix and figure out how to get it here. And so I'm going to show you a recent example of that called the Navy Dell Mansion. It was built about the same time as the Hotel Bell. You'll see similar lines architecturally between the hotel, but it's built in a place on the other side of the bay called Sherman Heights, north of J Street. That for nearly 100 years, the owners decided to move to Coronado and bring their mansion with them. So they rented a crane at 330 feet tall. They literally picked their mansion up and set it on a barge, sail across the bay. You'll see it over here going around the curve. It's a light gray color with a bright red road. You can't miss that.
Olha as casas que lindas.
Navy Dell Mansion. You picture that mansion sitting on a barge sailing across San Diego Bay. Those of us who saw that will have.
Olha a praia, que maravilha.
Wow.
Uau!
What a view. If you look carefully across the water directly in front of us, there's a long low hill with trees on it. That is called Point Loma, and that is where the first explorers set foot here. September 28th.
Ah, não. Quero estar do outro lado.
Mr. Rio left and flying over to sail into the bay. The first thing that he would have laid his eyes on is this beautiful, pristine beach over here to our very same beach.
Tá olhando aqui pra praia.
As high as the number one beach in all of the United States. Over here to Ohio, over here to our right, we stand with the grand piles of sand that reached up on top. That's iceberg going down the sand. Those are actually giant letters in the sand. There's a giant capital
As casas de frente com a praia.
Followed by a giant capital letter N, the letter N like November, and a giant capital O like from the hotel. But an Irish pub called McPee's. And the only drop off the ticket point for this is the Coronado Stop High. You're interested in the hotel and its history. It's a wonderful museum about the history of the hotel. It's about lots of other stuff. The Emerson Science Museum, part of the Coronado Historical Museum, which is also not visitor center. These are number 8.
Ai, que lindo! Ele é banco. Muito chique.
Before you stand and exit, the safety attendant watch you to use those handles for safety. We'll pick up here approximately 5 past the hour and 35 past the hour until about 5:05. 5 minutes past 5. Got fun out there?
Ali é teatro.
Great day.
Estamos fazendo um city tour. Aqui está o meu amigo Eric, a Mônica, a Andrea, a Anete, não foi proposital, o Júnior, a Joyce e a Maíra. Oi, Maíra. A gente está fazendo um city tour por essa cidade linda que é San Diego.
Whoa! There's a marquee on the front of the building that says Lamb Slayers Theater. But at one time, that was the Silver Strand Motion Picture Theater, receiving 1,000 moviegoers. Speaking of movies, here's some Sam. Play it again, Sam.
Hello, sweetheart. Of all the tours in all the world, you had to walk into mine. I just
about 50 miles an hour across the bridge. Very windy with the sides are open, so we can secure loose objects on the sides. And then after that, we're going to be on that freeway, Interstate 5, for several miles. And about 60 miles an hour. So very, very windy. So we'll caution that. Okay. John D. Spreckles was the son of Klaus Spreckles, the sugar king, and that made him heir to that vast Spreckles sugar fortune. But he didn't just roll in. He was a very intelligent man. He became highly educated, and he became a very wealthy man in his own right. Purchased a lake called the Otay Lake, and then proceeded to develop our water delivery system. And then he turned around and sold the whole thing to the city of San Diego in 1912 for $2.5 million. That was 1912. And I just picked a few highlights. His resume fills pages. I mean, he was an amazing man. He was like a human dynamo. He was always involved in a number of projects throughout his lifetime. Incredible. Several blocks over to our left and off to the north is Naval Air Station, North Island. Not only is that the birthplace of U.S. naval aviation, not only is that the very flight which was not built
Uma das
until
poucas
World War II.
motos que eu encontrei por
After the war, the
aqui.
Navy here did want to grow and expand. So in 1944, the Navy dredged the bay, and as we now refer to as Mono Island. So Ben Curtis leased the land over here to establish a flying school. These people on fly airplanes. The land recognized the potential here of making this a military weapon. They did not understand how something made out of wood and fabric that was so fragile could be a military weapon, so Ben wanted to convince them. So he offered to teach members of both services how to fly. The Navy sent a lieutenant, his name was Theodore Gordon Ellison. His nickname was Buds, Lieutenant Buds Ellison. He was 15 years old. It was pretty brave, I'm telling you. Pretty good. As we climb the ridge, below the ridge over to our right, you see the lake of the day. Beautiful space. Sea was an area which stands for sea, air, and land. Air and are the Indian equivalent of the atomic green and red. They came from much tragedy for the work of the World War II. The unique team that became known as Frostmen, and out of respect for their heritage of the great men of World War II, our U.S. Navy still refer to themselves as Frostmen to this very day. Now there is a couple sites tossed depending on their these involved in the still stuff with great Navy ships. That's the people they say. San Diego has long worked with the U.S. Navy Pacific Fleet. More than 50 ships of the U.S. Navy were all ported here in San Diego. Undeveloped until the city of San Diego decided to throw a big celebration in honor of the opening of the Panama Canal in 1913, because San Diego was the first American port north of the Panama Canal on the west coast. So it would be a huge economic boom in the city. It would be called the Panama California Exposition, and it would be held right here in the park in 1950 and 1960. Because of that celebration, the name of the park was changed to Balboa Park in honor of the explorer who first discovered the Pacific Ocean when he crossed the Isthmus of Panama, Vasco Núñez de Balboa. But before that event took place here at the park, a woman moved to San Diego in 1883. Her name was Catherine Olivia Sessions. We call her Kate Sessions for short. She was a school teacher and a vice principal, but her real passion in life was growing trees. So in 1892, an agreement was reached with the city that she could use 30 acres of land here in the park as a nursery to grow trees. But instead of paying any rent on that land, she could grow 100 trees each year and personally tend them right here in the park. Additionally, she would grow at least 300 more trees each year and give those to the city to be planted throughout San Diego. That nursery was here in the park for 11 years, and during that time, over 4,400 trees were planted throughout San Diego. 1,100 of those trees were planted right here in beautiful Balboa Park. But today, we have 16,000 beautiful trees here in the park. They actually went to like San Diego, Australia, New Zealand, Africa, South America. A good example of the kind of tree she imported is over to our right. This massive tree to our right is a big tree, indigenous to Australia, where they can reach 200 feet in length. Behind the second tree over here to our right, there's a beautiful life-size bronze statue of the Mother of God. To our left, there are statues of the three men responsible for the development of this park: Efraim Morse, Alonzo Horton, and George Marston. Crossing the section on both sides, to the left and right, there are little buildings. Those were ticket booths for the Panama California Exposition. This was the grand entrance. And over to our left is our lawn bowling area. It's an English sport. And we have a bowling green for the ball, which is not round bowls in a curve. And over here to our right, a leash free area for dogs. Dogs can bring their owners here so they can roam around on a leash. I do that a lot. And we're now crossing the Carrillo Ridge, named in honor of the explorer who first discovered this place we call San Diego.
Nossa.
And if you look across the canyon over to the left, on the hillside, you'll see San Diego's number one attraction in the world, is San Diego Zoo. Notice high above the zoo, there's an aerial tramway called the Sky Park.
Olha, ali que é o San Diego Zoo.
And we now have the fifth
Nossa,
giant
que mais
teddy bear
lindo,
born
meu
here in the zoo
Deus
as
do
part of
céu.
our breeding program. We're now going to pass through a building that was built in 1914 for the Panama California Exhibition, now the home of our Museum of Man. And once we clear this underpass, keep your eyes to the left and east.
San Diego Museu of Man.
Sculpture work on the front of that building is amazing. And respect to 1914, it was created by the Picorelli brothers.
San Diego
Also created the
Museu.
Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. To the arts program here to our left, you'll find the Old Globe Theater, a reproduction of the Globe Theater on the 10th of the London
The
by
Old
William Shakespeare.
Globe.
One of the highlights of our summer each year here in the park is the Shakespeare Festival there. Through the arches over to our right, it's the Alcazar Garden, fashioned after the Alcazar Gardens of the Alcazar Castle in Seville, Spain. We change out the plants 3 times a year there, so we've got beautiful colored flowers as well. There are a total of 32 attractions in Balboa directly in front of us. They have the latest, most updated information about everything going on here. Don't forget to check your money savings funds, because there's a bunch of good things here in Balboa Park. It's also the stop for the world famous San Diego Zoo. The entrance to the zoo is about a 5-minute walk from here. We'll pick up here approximately 25 past the hour, 5 till the hour, so about 4:25, so that's good. Pick up.
Pra quem não acreditou que eu ia na igreja, vai encarar. Ai, a nossa bandeira do Brasil! Olha aí, ó!
There's also a free tram service that stops here when you do about every 10 minutes, stays inside the park.
Vamos gritar Brasil, Brasil!
Please stay seated to a stop at the end. The door is already open to brace and exit once, so let's step down here. It's along with the first one.
Ah, sim, a bandeira. Nossa, que da hora. Joaquim
All right, ready for the city tour? For the city tour? Okay.